people, welcome back to Talkin Shit. I'm here. I'm Coleman Green, and I'm here with.
Why you don't never say my name?
Man? Oh, fuck it, Norris. And would you like to say your own name?
No, I'm not Beyonce. Thank you. Chica Loca.
Chica Loca. What's up, guys? First of all, before we get into the show, please, can you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button? Please help us out, people. Please, and help us out. Subscribe.
Like, share,
comment. Do it all, please. Help us out. But welcome back, guys. How we doing? We doing good?
All good, man. All good, man.
Well, I got a lot of shit I want to talk about today.
From last week?
Yeah. I got shit.
You got shit. Chica, you got shit?
I got shit. Always got shit.
Well, Chica, since you the lady, we're going to let you talk shit first. We're going to hand it over to you. What you got for us?
Are you ready to pretend that I'm a lady here? I am female. Well, I just want to say, welcome back. I love that everybody's tuning in. And you guys know it took me a little bit to get here, and it just made me start to think about who we are as people when we get into traffic situations. Y'all change in the car?
Yes.
I don't anymore. But from what I'm hearing, when you walk through this door, I think you changed a couple of times. What happened to you?
It's like the Incredible Hulk. Like, I don't know what happens. All of a sudden, I go from 4'10.5" to like a 9'7", and I get this rage. Like, rage. I have conversations. I say stuff that doesn't make sense. I'm like, okay, Jersey, like, you don't deserve that license plate doing 25 miles an hour in a 47. I'm looking back behind me. I'm like, oh, okay, Karen, is that what we're doing today?
Why had to be a Karen?
Because she looked like what I think a Karen would be. Not like a cool Karen, but like a Karen, you know what I'm saying? But like, I say stuff that don't make sense. Y'all do that in here?
No, I don't say things that don't make sense. I know sometimes my wife...
Asshole, that makes sense.
No, that makes sense. Now, I've heard my wife say some shit like, suck my dick. I'm like,
oh!
Yes.
I'm like, wait a minute. And there's something I don't know. I haven't... What you been hiding? I don't know.
Oh,
that's what I'm talking about. I have to like, and it doesn't matter if somebody's driving like a jerk. I will drive past them. It doesn't matter what race, gender, nationality. Like, I look at it and I go, oh yeah, of course. Like, like, I'm not the terrible Latina female driver driving and messing up. But I'm like, yeah, of course. It doesn't matter who it is. It's just always, of course. Which, of course.
Right. Which, of course.
Of course.
Logically, it doesn't make sense. But, man, I turned into a completely different person.
I used to be that way. But I stopped. It's like, it don't even matter now. But so much stuff is happening, right? My wife, you know how laid back Allie is, but when she get behind the wheel, I'm looking at her like, who the fuck are you? Look at this, come on, what are you doing? I can't believe you're doing all this asshole. I'm like, what is going on? I never got as far as I saying suck my dick. You might want to talk.
That was a little scary, yeah. That was a little scary. I'm like, let me see, but no.
I'm not even kidding you. A few weeks ago, I was like, I will stick my dick in your mouth right in front of your husband, bitch. And I'm like, wait a minute, who am I? Don't have one of those. Like, why would I?
But when you driving one grows,
yes, like a hammer. So you're gonna get Thor in your throat, Karen.
I think a lot of people change. She said throat.
Karen was gonna get Thor in her throat. I don't know. I imagine that if I were to have one, it would be
you
large.
Just be sticking it down everybody's throat when you're driving.
I mean, it's a different topic, but if I had one and it was...
Oh, it's a different topic.
Yeah, I would
I
put it on the table.
Literally. I think everybody gets it. But you see so much stuff that happens from it and whatnot. I just don't want to be that guy be talking trash and dude get out the car. He like 6'8".
I would marry him.
I'd be like, why would you marry him?
Hey, big guy.
Then I got this. But no, I think the last time I did that, I don't know if I told you guys about that. Some guy, there's something about a horn when the light is red and it didn't even turn green yet.
And the
dude beat me, and I sat there, and he went around me, and before I know it, I was on his ass. I jumped right behind him. I damn near cut him off. and he rolled down his window, and I'm rolling down my passenger side window, but Allie is between us.
Right.
And as soon as I went to say something, I'm looking at her, and she's looking at me like, "You mother."
Suck my dick.
And I couldn't do that but go, "Oh, wow." And it broke my whole anger.
Right.
And he said, "Well, is there a problem?" No, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
It's not a problem. I just rolled the window, but she said, "Don't you ever." And the crazy part about it is you're telling me don't ever, but I watch you curse so many people out. I was like, that was a nut. Fuck her. I hope she goes to hell. Right?
Yes.
She changes
Voodoo.
changes everything.
Yep.
But I can't pull a car over. I can't cut a car over. All right. But
Well, and see, there's a perfect distinction there, is what you're
Okay,
saying. Because
I'll pull
we'll
it.
say our thing with the windows up. We won't adjust where we're driving in the lane.
right.
It'll just be a very aggressive comment that
Very
is
aggressive.
to ourselves, but we don't do anything about it. You know what I mean? So it's not like we're pulling over or following them or rolling down the windows.
Oh, that was all right. Okay.
Right,
I
yeah.
get it. Okay, Chica, I get where you go.
Right? So yeah.
Listen.
Although I think Allie would have definitely fucked them up.
I think she would
Right.
I would have put it to work. I got you.
Okay.
Hey, where you go?
And she was like, "Gee, now I'm gonna have to whoop this
I got to pull
motherfucker's
his head.
ass."
I try
Christ.
not to, because again, so many crazy things happen out there to people when you,
Mhm.
and I get a little crazy sometimes. I do, and I try to hold back, but just sometimes you just snap.
Yes.
You just
Yeah.
snap.
We got to take control of that.
I remember one time
Things happen.
I was coming home. It was at night, and this guy I didn't know what he was doing, turning or whatever, and I beat my horn. And he went to turn it to a driveway. And as I drove off, he pulled back and started following me. And he's beeping his horn and going and driving up next to me on the side of me. I snapped. I pulled over. I made sure I pulled over under the light. But I
You
pulled.
didn't snap that much.
But I was smart.
He
So
didn't snap that much. I snapped a little bit. I was
A
like,
very aware
yeah,
snap.
I didn't snap.
But
In a
listen,
G
I wanted to see. But he followed me into my complex.
Yeah.
And so I pulled over. He jumps out of his car, and when I jumped up and stood up, he was like, I said, they're probably like, no, we okay. And he got back in his car. But he could have been a crazy son of a bitch, but just happened. That was the night where I guess he said, I ain't messing with this big black son of a bitch. So.
But see, that's the difference too, is that he followed you.
He followed
and
me.
And that is, in my opinion, I mean, I'm not a good judge of it, but that's snap worthy.
Yeah.
Now he's following you. It's
He's
a difference
following me.
between
Yes.
you're
That's
yelling in the
snap worthy.
car.
That's 911 worthy. That's, hello? Oh, yes, I'm being followed.
Yes.
Speaking of Karens,
Yeah, that's exactly what I turned into. I believe he has a gun.
Listen.
is the manager present?
So so I'm trying to change, because like I said, too many crazy people and everybody's carrying a gun now. So you got to be careful.
I got pepper spray. I don't know if
I don't think that'll work against a gun.
In the thing, well, when they pulling out and you just pepper spray them in the eyes, you can take off.
Okay.
They just don't shoot the other one.
I don't know what movie she's been watching.
Everybody gonna get shut up because you sprayed somebody.
I am a bit delulu, but
Yeah.
you guys already know that, and so is anybody
A little
watching.
bit.
Now, here's the things, guys. Well, a couple things. I was reading, now, you being a mother, you being a father, husband, so forth, whatever it is. I read something, and when they was having a little debate where, would you feed your husband before you feed the children, or would you want Al to feed you first before you feed the children? And a lot of people was debating and said, well, the husbands were saying they need to feed me first before they feed the kids. Now, I'm not saying which is wrong or which is right, but me personally, I would like feed the children first before you feed me. But there's a lot of guys felt that no, I'm the breadwinner, feed me first.
What if they're not the breadwinner?
Mm-mm.
Because that's in today's
Well-
world. A lot of these women are cooking and cleaning and bringing home all the bacon.
Well, if he's not the breadwinner, then the motherfucker just don't eat.
You get fed when you make the bread. Okay?
Right.
Hey, baby girl, put your dad something to eat. Your mama don't think I'm worthy.
Listen, I'll be in the basement. Can you bring me down a plate?
He need to be bringing a plate to me.
So I just feel that regardless, you feed my children first. And feed me. Now I'm trying to remember. I was thinking about this when I was home. I think my mother made plates to set them on the table for everybody at the same time, but I don't remember her ever feeding my father first before. He worked 2 jobs, but I think we all ate at the same time. And then if you wanted the second plate, you got up and made that bitch yourself. But I have known certain people, their houses I've been over, where the father would sit down, the mother would make his plate, first, and then the children ate. Again, like I said, there's no right and wrong to that, but just, I guess, your preference. But I would say feed the kids first.
I was just thinking about growing up. I just think we all ate at the same time. It was no, if my dad got there first, because my dad, believe it or not, he wanted to eat at the same time. My mom, it's like around about 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock when he came from work. He always wanted to eat.
Oh,
and he got it. What happened?
Keith. If he's laid a pipe right, he will eat before.
Oh my God!
Before her mama, with 2 M's.
It was just we all ate together. There was no.
Do you mind if I inquire? Yeah. Did you guys pray? Because here I'm thinking, if everybody gets the food at the same time, you don't eat until after the prayer. So it doesn't matter the order of who puts down, because everybody's getting the food, right?
Right.
No, everybody's eating at the same time.
Now, don't get me wrong. My dad was catered to more, but it wasn't.
Not in my house.
It wasn't. My mom was like, all right, here's, but it wasn't like your dad had to eat. We had to stand there and wait to his plate be served.
Mother, maybe please have another. Maybe please have support. Please, Mama.
Y'all can sit down there, whatever's left over.
That is such a great point. This is one of those things that is almost irrelevant now, because I think back during the Great Depression and all, the father ate first because the kids got whatever was left over. But now we live in abundance as far as food goes. So it's not going to typically run out by the time it gets to the kids. So the order shouldn't really matter, I guess, anymore.
I guess it has changed, where back in the day, I see that where the father got the plate, and I saw that as a kid where some family members or either friends, the father sat down and got when he came home from work, the food had to be hot on the table waiting.
That's
but
as of dad. But that was Ike.
Anime, eat the cake.
That's an abusive man. You know what?
But let's keep it. He was laying the pipe. But I think they're paying for the pipe.
It's very different now in 2025.
But things have changed now. Like
what changed? I'm sorry to cut you off, but what changed is this dinner time and eating at the dinner table. The structure of life has changed so much. Yes. We don't sit down and eat together.
We don't eat together,
and we don't learn each other.
Right. With everybody sitting there going like this,
on the phone, put your phone down, or
eating
whatever.
at certain times.
Everybody eat at a different time.
Different time.
So that's crazy. I don't know about that. But what was going on?
He said,
no matter what,
it's a big
piece of chicken.
For the people that's not on, we got a couple subscribers that's on right now. What Keith say?
No matter what, Dad always get the big piece of chicken.
Oh, they can
with
see
a capital B.
They can
With
see
a
the
capital B.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember at my house. I don't really listen. My mom was one of the Louis. She made. Yeah, Dad. I mean, gosh. Like you said, some people cater to Dad. I made it. You go get your own fucking plate. You know what it is.
Listen, in my house, I was just happy to eat.
No bullshit.
I was just saying, baby, you cook. Yeah, the kids can be eating. I'll be like, I'm fine. Look. Hey, I was just saying. Then I had to wash the dishes afterwards.
Right. You had to wash, to sweep the floor, to do the
dishes
stove.
was the worst.
I hate it.
Dishes were definitely the worst.
Especially when they made like the stuff with the grease and all. You had to get your ass back in here and sweep the floor.
Where did y'all put your grease?
In a can.
Folgers
In a
can.
can.
So ours was a Café
Maxwell House
Bustelo.
can.
Yeah.
Maxwell House can. Yep.
You can
Well,
tell
so all right,
nationality.
sorry. All right. So when that can get full, what do you do with it?
I don't remember what we
I don't
did.
remember either.
I don't remember. I know it got full.
That was back in the day.
Yeah.
Now
Right.
I just run hot water behind
You're not
it. and
supposed
run
to.
it. I
You're
know
not
they said,
supposed
but where
to.
else you supposed to go?
Drunken gaming, and you
What?
ate whatever. Yeah,
Ate whatever she
you
made,
ate
yes.
whatever she made.
Yes, you
Oh,
did.
yes.
Yes, you did.
Oh.
I don't like okra.
Yeah.
You gonna eat that shit?
Yep. I made it. I paid for it. You're gonna eat it.
You gonna stand at
Wait,
that table?
somebody
You gonna sit
said
at that table till
you throw the grease in the trash. You couldn't. Well, I guess when it got hard,
Throw the can in the trash.
you threw the whole can in the
Yeah.
trash. I guess you did. I don't remember. Maybe we did. I don't remember if we threw the whole
I never
can.
knew what that grease went. The fish grease. I never knew what that. I knew it went in the can, but after the can, I just always knew it was done. I was like,
Yeah.
that can?
It's a graveyard for a Maxwell House can full of fish grease.
And
So-
Café
So
Bustelo.
everybody's done this.
Everybody's
Yeah.
done that.
So-
Yes, yes,
It's
yes.
done this.
Well, I don't know. Jimmy, our producer, is Caucasian. Is that the same thing? Is it a
Wait,
Caucasian
wait,
thing?
it-
or
it-
ethnic
wait. Is he really
It
Caucasian?
is. Well, he's Puerto Rican too. I
Oh,
don't know.
Rican. I never heard
He gets a
that.
pass, but culturally, it's a lot of those things are very different. Like
Right.
We used a coffee can,
you did, okay.
and then you throw the coffee can into the trash
Okay.
when it was all filled
I'm
up.
about to be rich. I'm gonna come up with something for that. I have to come up with
Well,
something.
you don't
I
need
don't
to
know what it
now.
is.
And that's what I was
Besides,
thinking. like,
Everybody put it down the drain now.
my white friends probably have something they do specifically like the right way to do with it. Not,
Are y'all
that's
they're
what
not
I'm
sharing
thinking.
secrets?
They put raisins in it.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. This guy with his damn raisins.
Oh, white folks
well,
don't make grease.
I'm
No.
not
Oh, white
saying
folks
that.
don't make
I'm not-
grease. Okay.
I'm not.
No.
Stop it.
I
Who
was
said that?
saying,
White folks don't
make grease. White folks don't make grease.
So I was saying that white folks typically have the correct processes for things, whereas I know Puerto Rican folks be like, put it in the Café Bustelo can, you know what I mean, and then toss it later. So there's probably a legitimate process or an invention.
I'm about to invent something.
Uh,
Do you have grease left over?
They could-
With the talk and poop logo right on the thing.
don't worry about doo-doo.
I have just the thing for you.
We have our
Fucking-
talking
fucking
shit grease
grease.
remover.
Millions. We'll make millions.
Oh, God.
Let's say right. Oh, Doodoo, can we see Doodoo now?
Because
You
of
only
the
see
water
his
bottle.
eyes.
Oh, wait a minute. I can't put him up on something. I don't know where.
I got
That's all you need.
I
That's
got
all
autism, so I
Nah,
don't do
here-
eye contact.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to cut you off. So here's another thing I heard in the news this week. Now
What's
I don't
that?
know if everybody know who this actress, Sydney, what's that called? Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney is putting out some bath soap where she used a drop of her bath water in the soap, and she's selling.
No.
The dude talking shit grease can
Speaking
head
of
to the store.
Coleman,
Speaking
why
of
don't
the
you
store,
share the
yeah.
good-
Yes, we have our store up online, shoptalkingshit.com, where you can buy all type of merchandise for talking shit. We have t-shirts, mugs, cups,
Coffee cups.
Grease cans now.
grease
Grease
cans, grease cans.
Yes.
We have it all. So you can, like I say, we can listen on. Say it again.
ShopTalkinShit.com.
Shoptalkingshit.com.
That's
And
right.
please subscribe
Like,
comment, and unshare.
Yes.
Yes.
It's notification.
Yes.
Something.
Oh yeah.
Ring the bell.
Yeah.
Ring the bell.
You can ring. Okay, sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Now,
Thank you, Gene.
now back to the Sydney Sweeney thing. Now
Oh,
she's
yes,
selling
yes.
soap with a drop of her bath water. Who the fuck cares? And who the hell would what? But I guess it's selling. Cause remember back in maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago, the other actress, I think it was Gwyneth Paltrow,
Oh yeah.
was selling candles that smelled like her vagina.
What?
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
like, who?
No.
Yes,
Yes.
she was. Yeah.
It was a vagina scent candle.
Now I'm pissed.
Yeah.
What?
Why am I poor?
What?
Why am I poor? I could have come up with something.
Well,
I wouldn't have brought. Maybe I could have came up with jeans.
Nutsack.
Nuts.
I was going to
Nuts-
say, Gene's going to
Nut
sell his own
essence.
ball sweat.
You know, But hold on, I got something, Chica.
Essence of
We can
testicle,
sell on the
Coleman.
talking shit shop.
Uh-oh.
You could, we talked about how you like letting the bush grow down there. You chop it up, grind it up, add some seasoning to it. You could have your own Chica Loca spices.
Oh, think you're drunk and aiming for
The candles made out of
fish.
old fish grease.
Oh, we are on to something.
There you go.
There are people out here that like fish.
Yeah, smell
You
like
fish.
And we can season it with Chica Loca bush.
Oh no.
Y'all are making my eyes water. I'm not even kidding.
Why?
Yeah. What kind of seasoning is this?
Well, that's what I was thinking about the bathwater soap. I'm like, what if a hair gets caught up in there? Like, right? The soap already comes.
Listen, these celebrities are crazy, and maybe we're missing the boat.
Yeah.
That's
maybe
what I'm just saying.
Maybe we're missing the boat. I mean, who the hell? Now, okay, it's a little crazy about the soap, but come on now, a candle that smells like. Now, if I want a candle that smells like vagina, it got to be at least somebody I know, my wife or some goddamn body. I don't want to just smell anybody's vagina. And then, if you are married, she come home and like, who vagina is that I smell up in here? It's a candle. You lying son of a bitch.
My question would be like, how do you know what vagina smell? Besides yours.
Oh, that is a good question. That is a good question.
Yeah.
What? Go ahead, what you gonna say? He was about to say something wrong. He knew he was going to say something wrong. Cole always say something wrong.
I'm pulling it back. I'm pulling it back.
Research.
I'm pulling it back.
Anytime he hesitate, it's going to be wrong. Thank God.
Do it. You won't.
Nope. I ain't gonna say it.
We're talking shit,
But
right?
wait. All right. To go off of the bathwater thing, right? What about the Reverend that sells bottles of water? Peter Popoff, Reverend Peter Popoff.
What?
Well, I've not heard
He's
of this.
making millions of dollars by selling waters, like little two that he prayed over, supposed to have healing problem. Because I stay up late at night, I can't sleep. For some reason, my CPAP machine is not working, and I don't.
Darth Vader.
I say it's not working.
I got one too, so I ain't gonna say it.
Yeah, I say it's not working.
Can I get a little ass tonight, baby?
Because I think my wife has unplugged it. But anyway, I got to check this shit out. For some reason, it's not working.
Jane, it's not working again. Oh, wait, it came unplugged. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, she's keeping that on because I know she don't want to hear that symphony snorchestra you got going on.
Oh, boy, do I got.
She's got
bad.
a backup generator for that thing. Are you kidding me?
But Peter Popoff is a reverend that sells.
Wait.
Right. Exactly. I was going to get to that too.
Peter Popoff.
His name is Reverend Peter Popoff. Jimmy don't have the thing to pull him up. His name is Peter Popoff, and he sells water. Make millions of dollars selling water. And they got 800 numbers. You call in, he deliver water to you. This is why I'm saying, why am I poor? Because you mean to tell me I could just say this water will heal you, and you buy it? So they got commercials. They got commercials of people falling out. You know what I mean?
And then they drink the water. They jump up and shit.
They drink it.
They
drink it.
Yes, they drink it.
You're drinking somebody's nasty bottled.
And it's probably tap water.
It's just tap water. I'm sure it's tap water.
How much you selling that shit for?
I don't. You know what? That's a good
With
question.
the name like Peter Popoff, there's some sperm swimming in there somewhere.
I wish you could see. He looks like
it should be a lady favorite then.
But wait a minute. His name alone,
Peter Popoff. I ain't drinking it because of that.
Exactly.
You got to see what this character look like. If y'all
I'm
go,
getting it.
Oh my God!
I'm not drinking anything but Peter. First of all, Peter.
It's called Miracle. Wait. It's called Miracle Spring. I just realized what he said. First of all, I put that in my mouth. It's nothing that Peter got anything.
That was not suck my Peter.
Like I say in the car in traffic.
They got. It's called Miracle Spring Water.
Miracle Spring
Obviously,
Water.
he's been selling this for years. This is not like anything new. He's been selling this for years, and he makes so much money off of it. So we need to get it like a Talkin Sh T spring water. Look, our producer said we can do that. We
I say the Chica Loca spicy spices is what we need.
Is your life in order? Do you need to make bad decisions? Drink some Chica Loca. Everything going well for you? Have a sip. It'll all
It
come
will
down.
change everything.
Yeah,
Oh.
wow. And you know what, Chino, I will say the reason why you are not rich off of that is because you're a genuinely good human
Right.
and you're not trying to scam people millions of dollars because that comes back.
Yes.
So, you know, Peter Popoff better love it warm because that's going to come back to him.
Chica, thank you. And slow down. How much money are we talking?
Let it come back. Listen, if it only come back half,
Look, all I did was
Chica Loca coasters called them what? Merkin
Merkin
What's Merkin Mats?
So the Merkin is that prosthetic pube patch thing that they used to have. Did we talk about the
No, we
Merkin?
did
What the hell is a Merkin
y'all.
mat?
Oh, okay. So back, when prostitution was legal and they had the,
It's
women
not
of the
legal.
night in Vegas,
Okay.
the women would line up and they would give them a merkin, which was like just fake bush, and they would be naked except it covered their lady bits with a big lush thing of hair, so it could cover up all sorts of
Swords and whatever.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, I know, gross. But also they were not completely naked because
Oh,
at least
you got
something to the imagination.
Oh, yeah, at least something, yeah.
So a merkin is a full out prosthetic pubic hair patch. And yeah, that's why that whole situation where
Can I get one for my head?
yeah. Okay, they sell them on Amazon.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just saying, I will get you a merkin with the chin strap and everything.
A pubic wig, and that's
That's
exactly what it
is.
is.
A pubic wig, yes. Yep.
Wow, never heard of that.
Oh yeah. it's
Do
a
it fit like a
merkin.
thong? Like, it's like how do you?
So there are different ones. There's ones
And
that
you know a
tie
lot
around
about
your-
this. Okay.
Yeah, I know way
Okay,
too
you know
much
too
about
much.
it.
Did you
it
look
was
like wig
research.
glue and
It
just
was
like
research.
Research for my
wait,
bit.
wait, but you out with women? She pulled off her eyelashes.
Was that
She
Keith?
pulled off her nails.
Keith, why do you know so much about this, Keith? Why do you know? I can imagine Chica might have ran across me, but why do you know about
So
this?
so Keith has been my mentor in comedy for a while now, and the night that the thing happened with the whole bush reveal and everybody could see.
Wait, I'm confused. Whose bush got revealed?
Well, I think I told you guys about how I did the
Oh,
show.
here it goes. Oh, Lord.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
When you had the
yeah,
right.
It was on an
When
episode.
she right.
The
Oh,
pants
yeah,
were
yeah,
too
yeah.
thin in the front, and
Yeah.
it looked like a muff puff, like it was like a pom pom. Yes, like
Jungle
crunchy.
fever.
Yes, and I sent him a message because I was so embarrassed and so devastated. I'm like, dude, like, let me just tell you what just happened. How do I handle this? Because I was like, oh, everybody in that place saw this big, like, crunchy bush.
I don't think any
And
man.
then-
I
Why
don't
she
think.
had to call it crunchy?
I don't think
It's
any man was
just-
concerned.
Right. I don't think the word crunchy should have been in front of Bush. It's just.
It was, I'm thinking microphone, like that thing. But yeah. So I was like, it was like a merkin.
What's those things in Vegas that run across the desert? The tumbleweed?
And let me tell you,
Is it dry? Is it dry?
It happens in abandoned lots. So there's been some tumbleweed there. But anyway, so yes, I had given some people on my social media a little history lesson on
Yes,
what
you
a
did.
merkin was. So,
Wow.
Yeah. So I call it the merkin mishap of 2025. And I'm still embarrassed. I don't know how it
That's going to stick with me.
But isn't that the designer a Merkin bag?
that's a Birkin bag.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, my bad.
You could have a Merkin bag.
I'm
Just
sorry.
a satchel of hair with a little pocket in it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's going to come
That-
out now.
Maybe that could be our thing.
What?
Instead
A
of the
Merkin bag?
Birkin, we could
Yeah,
have the
Mer-
Talkin Sh T
Merkin-
Merkin. And
Oh.
just
Is it going to be here?
I mean, you just put some glue on it. And you just... But again, like I say, these women out here, when you get the fake nails, the fake hair, and also you get down to that, you go pull off the vagina.
that's hilarious.
It comes in
actually.
different colors, like blue and orange.
It come in different colors.
Look like you got a Muppet down there.
Look. Oh,
Oh,
see?
he got
I got ideas.
cookies, cookies.
Oh my God, this is horrible.
Cookies.
And the false eyelashes, the cumbrellas. That's
Cumbrellas.
Cumbrellas.
Oh, wait a minute.
She said
I am learning.
cumbrellas.
This is like learning shit from my kids. These terms. Now, what is a cumbrella?
Yes,
now,
you
this
got to
was
explain.
proven to be false because people on the internet got to make sure everything is real.
It's not exactly what you're saying.
They were eyelashes, false eyelashes created by a madam during that same time period in order to catch fluids, so that
I had a feeling.
Yeah, so that the ladies would not have to pause work.
Bitch, open your eyes.
Sometimes it's tricky. It gets all over the place. So she wanted to
Can't
stop
believe this
that,
mother just did this to
What's
me.
it called?
They weren't really called cumbrellas. That was the internet rumor, and somebody, of course, debunked it. But I thought it was hilarious.
I think it's hilarious because now, when I see somebody, oh my God,
Keith,
you know what they got them for?
I want to know, Keith, have you been with anybody with cumbrellas yet? Come on, sir. Don't wait. Let me be batting it out the way. That girl is good.
It's like a spunk redirection.
I love her. Well, if it was me, it'd be like.
Well, sometimes they got them Viking-sized loads, so they
All right, okay. Move to the next subject. That's it. I know. That's it. Next subject.
Well,
subject.
if it's a Viking load, this shit ain't gonna move. It could be like stuck like that.
Look like
Next
Clockwork
subject.
Orange.
Next subject, please. Next subject.
We hit Gene's
Keith,
limit.
what did you start, Keith?
We hit Gene's limit.
Yes,
Gene
I
is
can.
like,
Y'all
no.
always go too damn far.
Hey, Gene.
We're just sitting here
Okay,
like,
next.
The news talking shit umbrella.
oh,
Well, we
those
is
kind
getting
of
a lot of merchandise today here. We gonna blow up. Please subscribe.
Let's don't talk about blow up and explosions right now. This is not good. All right,
Tired of getting spunk in your eye.
Oh, what you? Hey,
talking shit.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that infomercial. I'm not doing that. Are you tired?
Have you tired of getting all up in your face, all in your eyes? We got something for you.
Pink eye, commonly yellow problem.
Worn by many first ladies. What was the lady was with a Clinton? What's her name?
Monica Lewinsky.
We gonna have Monica Lewinsky as the spokesperson.
Yep, I love that.
I like that.
Yeah, could have saved my dress a lot of shame.
Listen, you want to see my Monica Lewinsky impression?
That my cat crew members are going too far. I just want to put that out there. They always go too far, and I want it to stop.
That's where you're drawing the line.
My producer won't stop.
Can I do my Monica Lewinsky
No, you
impression?
cannot do your Monica Lewinsky
and here I am.
Here you go.
Yes, please.
Here you go. Ooh, excuse me, Mr. President.
Spitters or quitters.
Jimmy, put the commercial on. We ain't got a commercial.
Bye-bye, pink
Bye-bye,
eye.
pink eye. That's right.
Yes. Oh my gosh. See, we're onto something. Look,
Man,
gaming,
we gonna have a lot of merchandise in the store now.
Yeah, something's got to hit
On shoptalkinshit.com.
Yeah, something's got to hit. We gonna come millionaires.
Now, I know that was good. Chameleonaires.
Sorry.
We are the chameleonaires. How'd you make your money? Umbrellas.
We have a talk every day before the show. Don't go too far. But yet, you always do.
Well, the line keeps moving. It just,
You keep moving the goalpost.
It keep batting itself back. Back up.
Every day I talk. No, let's not go too far, guys. But yet,
we were talking shit. Now we're talking clits. All right.
There you go.
Coming soon, the Come Millionaire T-shirt.
That's Cumbrella T-shirts.
The Come Millionaire T-shirt
with eyelashes.
With eyelashes. Just back that shit out the way.
Oh, sorry, Gene.
Sorry.
Yes. Speaking of going to church, y'all hear about the Annabelle situation?
I heard a little bit about Annabelle,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure about everything that went down with them.
With
Well,
them?
Annabelle,
Yeah.
excuse me.
I mean, it's supposedly an entity. I don't know if anybody follows the whole saga of Annabelle and John and Elaine Warren
I know.
or Lorraine. I said
Right.
Elaine. They sound the same. Anyway, so they had this doll that had a lot of chaos with it. If you guys have never seen the movie,
Oh, we know about it.
Yeah.
Yo, we know about
Yeah.
it.
So this doll has an entity attached to it that they haven't been able to exercise, and John and Lorraine have since passed, and their daughter and son-in-law have decided to take this doll on tour, which again, that's money, but
I didn't know you could move it.
yeah, you weren't supposed to, and
You weren't
that's what
supposed to.
John and Lorraine had said. Don't move it. Well, in their infinite wisdom, and probably trying to line their pockets, they have taken this doll on tour, and the places that the doll has gone to has experienced some major things. Some of it good, some of it not so good, and I say some of it good, because a plantation down south that was notorious for abuse of slaves and all sorts of things.
You had to define that. I think when you say plantation, we
well,
already know.
I mean, this one was, they were all bad, but this one
Yeah.
was notorious for having some of the most evil people on that plantation that just did terrible things, and it burnt down, and they couldn't find a cause.
So
allegedly.
what? Did Annabelle went through there or something? I don't understand. How did
she
that?
was
What's
in
the
that
connection?
town. She was I'm misquoting maybe a little bit, but she was at something in that same town, and they couldn't find a reason for the fire, so people started speculating.
That had nothing to do with Annabelle.
Ish.
Folks is tired.
Folks let that shit burn.
Yes, and that's what a lot of people are saying. And then of course there's the other people that is like, well, it's a piece of history. It's not a good history. Regardless, that
Fuck
type
that
of
history.
situation
Nah.
has followed that doll. And as a matter of fact, she allegedly went missing.
She went out on a date.
Yeah.
She went out for a drive.
I mean, we all date Satan sometimes. And then there's this whole thing of people trying to find her, and a lot of unfortunate events that have been very closely linked to that doll or that entity. So I didn't know how you guys felt about that, but
she was probably in the motel with some umbrellas on her.
just batting away the bullshit.
But wait a minute, was that associated with that plantation that burned a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
Okay.
That's
People
not
are-
associated with Chica.
Not Chica, the internet.
The internet. Yeah. I don't even know how you link them two together.
Well, that was the whole thing people were asking. And of course, people got political. Like, it was the Democrats' fault, or it's the, Republicans' fault. And I'm like, how do you make a demon doll into politics? But the reason it came up was because that sort of destruction has
As
followed
always.
it.
I had so
and
much
you
to
can
say
only
when
take
you said
Well, say
demon
it.
in politics.
It's like
Well,
it goes hand
Yes.
in hand, but
yes, the
still.
coincidence,
Did you hear
when it
about the-
happens
oh,
once or
never mind.
twice, it's a coincidence. But as it starts to follow, now granted, there's terrible things that happen all the time everywhere, but it seems to track along with the
Annabelle.
stops that she's making in the same town. I don't know how accurate that is. Again, it's the internet. People put out whatever they want.
But okay, going back to the original Annabelle thing, she was locked up in a case in a museum, right? You have to have permission to take that dog.
Well, they
How
own
could-
it.
Yeah,
She
that was their
own.
Because their parents
Yeah.
owned it, so
Yeah.
they.
Okay.
Well, her parents, they owned the doll, and they
Mhm.
say you don't move it from wherever it is, but they took it out on tour. Matter of fact, I was
So
hoping.
they made money off of that?
Oh, I'm sure they're making
Let's
millions
take
off of
Kelsey's.
that.
No, but
Oh.
I heard Annabelle was opening up for Cat Williams. She's on tour right now. 6 city tour.
She's probably taller than Cat too.
She's
Probably taller than Cat.
She's probably
Somebody said she probably
taller than
Jimmy
Cat.
said she probably taller
Oh
than Cat.
man,
That's crazy.
Here I am under 5 foot. Like,
Yeah, that's
But yeah. So and actually, so in the movies, the doll looks very creepy. But I don't know if you guys know this, but
I saw the actual picture of the doll.
yeah, it looks like a Raggedy Ann.
Raggedy
doll.
Ann dolls. That's what.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so it doesn't look as creepy, but the things are.
You guys who just now turned in, you probably missed our haunted version of Talking Shit a few episodes back, like episode 10 or something like that. And that's when we got
one of the cat's kids.
One of the cat's
what
kids.
Cat?
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams. Oh.
He said, I
Who
took him
wrote
in
that?
too.
Follow-up.
I took him in too. I didn't care.
Yeah, right. I think right. I'm gonna feed all my kids.
Yeah.
I'm gonna feed off my baby.
Yeah.
And
Evil or
feed off my
not.
baby.
Evil or not. But
Bro.
yeah.
What is the funniest? We talking spiritual, and I'm still stuck on Reverend Popoff.
Peter
Reverend Peter Popoff. What is the weirdest or the funniest pastor or preacher's name?
Peter Popoff.
That's it,
Besides
Peter Popoff. That's all I
That's
can think of.
it.
It was, well, what about like if I went to a church?
Reverend Ike. That's not funny.
No. And like what's his name? Creflo Dollar. Like, think about it. His name is Creflo Dollar. What makes you think that he's
Not getting over it.
legit? You know what I mean? You got Creflo. I had something, I can't think of him now. Reverend Sweetwater. That was in Detroit. He was a pimp.
That was a pimp. That was
he was a pimp first.
That was a pimp. Yes.
Reverend Bob Levy.
I love him. Shout out Bob
For anybody
Levy.
out there,
What's up, Reverend Bob Levy?
well, basically, that's what I wanted to throw out there to the internet. If anybody got any crazy, funny Reverend Pastor names that you have heard of, link it in and let us know. Give us a call. What it says, the dog.
Link for the 10 inmates that just escaped. Really?
Yes,
No,
yes,
they're not.
yes. In
Come
that
on,
same
really?
town. I'm not kidding. The internet is linking those two. It's
Come
another
on.
freak thing that it's very strange. That's all over the internet. Yep.
So wherever town something happened that this dog passed through, they're gonna link it. Okay. All right.
Yeah, y'all got somebody that lives somewhere you want to send a
I'm
dog?
we
thinking
good.
right now, where
We
do
good.
I want Annabelle to go? Somebody I just don't like. Go to that city.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did they catch those guys?
They caught some of them.
3 or 4 of them, I believe.
Yeah, they caught some of them. One was sleeping on the park benches or some. They just
Yeah, they don't think these things through.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
They don't. It's like, oh, when I get out, what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
No, they don't think that.
I couldn't do it. Could y'all do that?
I couldn't do jail. What are you
No.
talking about? I'm not.
But
Yeah.
see, I feel like that's the thought process. They're like, no, I can't go back there. I can't do jail. But then where are you going to go? Are
Where are you
just
gonna
be
go?
on
That's the
run
thing.
for
Where are
the
you gonna
rest of your
go?
life?
And you go to a family. Well, some I'm sure they have family member that will keep them there for a minute and hide them out. You know, not me. Don't come to my house.
No,
Mm-mm.
right? But time
No.
runs out on that.
Come to my house 'cause I want the reward money.
No. I'd rather
Times are hard. I'm just
Uh-uh.
saying. Yeah.
fuck that.
go
I'd
to
rather have
sleep.
Annabelle.
No.
Yeah.
I just couldn't do it. I don't know how people get arrested, all that fun stuff, and
I mean, getting arrested is easy.
well, doing things knowing, like I'm finna go to
Especially when you're
jail.
black. But anyway.
Yeah, I wasn't
Although
being
in the
tagged up.
car, I have pushed the limit.
Yeah.
several times.
Fuck you,
Yeah,
officer. You're locked up.
yeah. Like shit.
Now,
Yeah.
now, I want to take it to a comedy thing. I was having a conversation with someone the other day. Now, we all been doing comedy for a while now. You 4 years, but I know Gene and I have been doing it for a minute. The weirdest place you have done comedy. Why? When I say weird, I remember doing comedy in somebody's living room on the 4th step doing comedy.
Why the 4th though?
Well, I guess I was high enough so everybody in the living room could see me.
But you couldn't go to the landing.
Well,
because
no,
then they
you know, I
couldn't see you.
was on the 4 steps in the living room doing stage for grandma, and I don't think grandma knew where the hell she was.
Did you get a number?
No. I mean, I have done comedy in somebody's kitchen.
Okay.
You know, why am I doing comedy? In somebody's kitchen. I mean, at somebody's pool, but that's normal. At somebody's pool side, that's normal. But I
That's
think,
normal? Really?
yeah. But
Huh.
I've done, and I have done a few living rooms. Gina, we did a couple living rooms, and people that. But if they pay, listen, I'll be there.
Good shows.
Yeah, they were pretty good. Well, not the one I did in the living room for grandma.
You ain't do the memory foam.
So, I mean, but there has been, comic as comedians, and we all start that way, whatever you go, whatever the money goes and whatever. But yes, that one, I think, on the steps in the living room was one of the craziest shows I've done. The kitchen was, I was standing in front of the kitchen sink doing comedy for a bunch of kids that, after prom. I did, and I'm like, who has?
What?
It was an after prom.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, that's productive. Instead of getting pregnant, go see a comedy show.
Well, not after they heard my set, but somebody got pregnant. So
This is my son, Coleman.
right.
Oh, you were there.
I was there. So, do you remember any of the crazy spots? I mean, we've done that one before in the living room by the fireplace.
I did a few in the living room.
Mine was the funeral home.
The funeral home.
makes it.
Yeah, I forgot we
that
did
was
talk about.
last.
Yours was the
Yeah,
funeral
that was
home
it.
with Uncle Charlie like
Yeah,
this.
right? Like R.I.P. So anyway, guys.
I'm trying to. I think the living room. I think the worst thing was, the funny was my sister's baby shower. I did that. She wanted me to tell jokes, and the reason why it was the worst joke is, I'm normally a clean comic. I'm right, but I am a clean comic.
I mean, you're not dirty, but you're not clean either.
It's not
She said, "Dude,
You're not Chica Loca butthole clean now.
illuminated.
it was so embarrassing. I'm doing, and the jokes is getting good and stuff, and the kids running around, and I said, "Have you ever watched porn?" Oh my God! Like the lights went out, and even the kids, like, "Hey, what he say?" I was like, "Oh my God!" Because my set kicked in. That's what happened, and nothing derogatory. It's not a bad set. It's still not talking the hard stuff, but just the mere fact that I said, "Do you ever watch porn?" And I just turned, and my mom was like, "Oh my God!" My sister started having contractions.
You get those moments.
Oh
I
my
get those
God.
moments where I say, "Why the did I
Why
just
did
say
I
that?
say that?
Like, where am I going?" And then I get in my head, and it just goes, and it gets worse.
I was trying to dig it out. I was trying to save it. I said, "No, it's not that bad." Because what I was going to say, and everybody's like, "Oh," and I was like, "No, listen, really, you got to hear the joke out. It's not, I don't say anything about a dick or nothing." Oh, did I say dick? Oh, no. It was getting bad. It was so bad.
And it just gets worse and worse.
It
And it's
got
like you
so-
step outside yourself and you're watching and just laughing
Yeah,
at it like you
that-
big dummy.
Dude, look
Shut
at
up.
you. Look at you. You should have never took this damn gig to begin with. But no, you want to prove yourself that you're a comedian, and a comedian should be able to go everywhere and do everything. And no, you asshole, you cannot. Okay, I'm sorry.
And while you're saying that in your head, the word vomit is just coming out and making it worse. And you don't even realize what's happening. Oh, yeah. I've been there
Oh,
way
my
too many
God.
times.
As soon as I said, "Have you ever watched porn?" a kid ran right past me. Like, wait! I was like,
I never felt that way, guys.
Okay.
Sharon, I apologize to you. 21 years later, I still feel horrible about that moment. Cole don't care. Cole was like, you hired me, you get what you get.
get what
I
you
was
get.
like,
That's
"Yo,
right.
Man.
Hey, kids, you'll be watching porn one day.
The kid drives by and
Listen.
like, I know your parents did.
That's right. How you think you got here for watching the porn movies? You little son of a bitch.
And from the
So
looks of you, it
embarrassing.
was a weird porn.
All right, now to take it somewhere else, I think you had brought this up about something about the weddings.
Oh, yes, yes.
my
There
gosh.
was an internet article about a woman whose best friend was getting married. Apparently, this woman is a singer, a quite talented singer, but her best friend asked her, "Hey, will you sing at the wedding?" And she said, "Absolutely, bestie, $1,000." And her best friend was like, "What? You're my best friend. Like, you can't just give it as a gift." And she's like, No, I can't use my talents for free," that kind of thing. And the woman who was getting married was like $1,000. Like, you're not Beyonce. Like, what is
There
your
go the insult.
Yeah.
There go the insult right there.
Now it's $2,000.
Yeah. But that's a great question. Like, would you guys? We're talking comedy again. You know, obviously you have a fee. If a good friend, albeit best friend, whatever they were, asked you to perform at their wedding, would you charge them?
Yes.
No. You talk about best friend, a good friend.
Yes. You know how much money you're gonna get for that wedding?
It's not about. That's just being greedy and selfish.
I'm greedy and selfish.
But they're
no,
there,
I
they're
know,
great,
I know.
right?
I've done it free for friends.
Look. You get a. They say it's an open bar. I'm pretty much there. Right? I'm
Yes.
really.
And Rick would be right there with him. He ain't even tell a joke, but he'd be right there with him.
The prom date.
Oh, okay. Oh my God. Y'all didn't see that last week. Oh my God.
Tune into last week's
Yeah,
episode.
No, I
Yes.
wouldn't have a problem with that. You know, not at all.
I wouldn't either.
It would be easy.
I've done things. I had a friend who was getting married and I couldn't go to the wedding, but I had my little Cricut machine and I made sunglasses with their little wedding hashtag on it for everybody. And I donated it. Like, this is, you're my friend, you're getting married. Even though I can't be at the wedding, here's the gift for you.
Some umbrellas.
Yeah.
You
want that baby on your honeymoon? Bat it down.
Hey, he won't get my eye pregnant.
But yeah, I didn't understand that. She
No,
didn't
I
understand
wouldn't
why
charge.
people were she didn't know why people were tripping on her.
Which one? The one that asked or the one that singer?
The singer.
Oh no, she's out of pocket. See, she was supposed to be passive aggressive at this time. This is how you do it. Oh no, I won't charge you and hope that they'll pay you something later. If they don't, you just talk about it. No, I'm just they wasn't shit.
Let me say no. I wouldn't charge, my fee, or I wouldn't charge. But you figure, I know you are a friend, and this is what you do for a living. A living. I would give you something. I mean, didn't you pay the guy to sing at your wedding?
$1,000?
I had a band.
You don't have the guy singing?
No, he got up and sung for free.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I had a live band.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, Gene wedding was one of the best weddings I've been to.
It was
One of the best. I mean, they had different food stations and shit. And for a greedy big back motherfucker like me, that was great.
Y'all need to renew your vows.
Gene had.
I was just about to
we
say
still
that.
paying them that one.
Gene, that was way better than my own wedding, and I had two of them. Shit.
Mine had fights and people running over people's
Well,
feet.
well,
And it was a mess.
That's a Spanish wedding, so we knew that. So.
Half Puerto Rican. Yeah, my half, and then
Cars
his
outside
half.
bouncing up and down and shit.
It was
And
mostly
Talkin
his
Shit was
half.
doing so great until they got cut off the air because of Coleman's Green.
Listen, they closed down the cater. Y'all have to get out.
I mean, I don't remember it because I was drinking champagne right out the bottle. But
Then what they do? So you was the one starting the fight.
She was starting to fight.
No, I didn't know what was happening. Still stories all these years later. I mean, like over a decade later, I'm still hearing stuff about things that happened.
Wow.
Yeah. It was
My
it was a good
relative
party
wedding,
for
they had
everyone.
a fight. Two of my cousin's weddings, they had fights. One fight was the in-laws, and I don't remember. It was just fights at the thing, but
It always seems like at weddings you learn a lot of a lot of shit always come out with you friends. You know what I mean? Like you thought you had friends, but when the wedding come down and stuff like that, like my wedding, I lost a couple of friends during my wedding. Like,
Really?
oh, it's
because he closed down the food station too early.
This is before that.
And that was me.
Oh my God.
He gonna close down the strip bar? Y'all ain't shit.
Yeah, my wife learned like people who wasn't, like the back. You learn a lot because I
Yeah.
guess
Yeah.
you expect people to, do things for you. So I like that girl. She probably expected her friend to be her friend. It's $1,000. So that was kind of
that was kind of steep for a friend, and
especially a best friend.
a best friend. And I would have done it for free, but the had a couple dollars or whatever, something like that. And even if
most of
you
the time they're
didn't,
gonna throw something.
and even if you didn't, I wouldn't have been mad, But it's my friend. I'm gonna go out there, Shit, I would have sang.
Oh Lord,
You should have asked me, Gene. You should have. The Gene wedding was nice. Now I remember my second wedding. I don't know if you remember this, but we almost had a catastrophe.
What?
Because my son was the ring bearer, like most black weddings.
My daughter was the flower girl.
Okay,
I get it.
So, like, we didn't put the real rings on the pillow because we knew my son, and he's flipping the pillow up, and it went into a candle that was on the table, and it caught on fire.
Was Annabelle in town for that?
Oh,
Now I'm thinking about it. She could have been. She could have been. Wait, was Cat Williams in town? She was with
Mad
Cat
that
Williams.
You got more kids than him.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And they say
That's
Mountain.
what, like,
They
in
say
my
Mountain
post.
Dew supposed to make you not have what was infertile or some shit like that. I was drinking this shit for years, and I still got a bunch of kids. So it lied. But anyway.
Oh my God.
Are we gonna get in trouble for showing Mountain Dew online?
And Dunkin' Donuts, oh Lord, brought to you, but
Please subscribe
And buy the merch.
and buy the merch.
What was the link again?
ShopTalkinShit.com.
So
Yes.
easy.
But yes, so
what? Wait, before you about to get off marriage?
no, you go ahead.
Okay,
I've been off marriage.
you
for
been
a
on
while.
marriage for what?
That's why she got the bush.
What about the football player that they talked about that just got married to?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, why the white what?
what?
Oh, I
What
can't think his name. He's the number.
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter. He's the second round draft pick.
No,
And
second pick.
second pick. Yeah, I
Oh.
said that wrong. And it's going to be a high play. So everybody was warning him about his girlfriend that he was dating before they, of course, before they got married, before he got the what's it called. So they're talking about that he should have got a prenup because they feel like this woman is after his money because she has a history, right? Is that what's going on?
Not that she has a history of, they said when she was dating him, she was messing around with another athlete or other people at the time.
And he wasn't.
And he wasn't what
You gotta
he's
see this guy,
committed.
Travis.
He's committed. He's committed.
You can tell this is probably his first.
And stop
Travis,
it.
hit me up. When you
But-
catch her out there,
The interviews that they have seen with both of them, or on shows they have done, it just doesn't seem like she really cares about. I'm not saying she doesn't. It seems like it appears that she really doesn't care about this young man.
And she's older, right?
Not much older, but she's like maybe a couple years or something like that. But
I'm older.
she just doesn't seem like she's into him. And she said, "Well, I went into him when I first met him, and blah blah."
That's
and
that's
she
what I
has
was
said
gonna
some
say.
things.
But a lot of people they're going big on that, right? Now it's been so many relationships has been that when I first met you, you wasn't really my type, but I learned to
Right.
and it works, right? But
Right.
they really using this part. She did say when I first met you, you didn't seem like. But I guess once they found out that's Travis Hunter, he's about to be a millionaire, and I'm sure things change. I'm not saying literally.
Right.
I don't know neither
Right,
one of them.
right,
I'm just
right.
talking about because we was talking
With the
about
report,
weddings,
yeah.
and this is something that's coming out. So I mean, I hope it works. I'm a big fan of the underdog, but I think he should have waited.
Who's the underdog in this situation?
I
Though?
don't
Her.
know.
Definitely,
I
definitely ain't her.
I think
Definitely
it's
not her.
him.
Yeah.
Just because he got a lot of money, he looks like a kid, like
Just got some coochie
that
for the
just
first
got
time.
some.
Aw.
She probably jiggled a little bit, and he was like, "I ain't never had
She
that."
had the
before."
eyelashes on. Come on.
He ain't never had.
Just fanning
Nobody
away
had
the
to
common
jiggle.
sense out of his body.
She was playing with him like that.
Yeah.
He didn't get a prenup, and a lot of people feel that you don't want to get a prenup because you love this person. So I get what he's
I
doing,
get that.
but I also
Where's his people at? In
I
his
just
corner?
don't. Well, I'm sure Dion said something to him, but when you're gonna do what you want, regardless, you can have all the people in your ear, but
seemed like a
she has a
16-year-old
strong,
kid.
she has a
Wow.
stronger
And she-
voice.
and that's what she's more.
Yeah.
Well,
older,
that's the
mature.
Clamburger talking. That's
And
it.
you can almost see it. You can almost see it. He's like really goofy. Yeah. She's like, yeah, I'm
Like,
gonna just
don't
put this
listen to
thing.
them.
Yeah.
I love you.
Like when he won the Heisman Trophy, everybody all excited, and she just stood there, and Dion kind of tapped clap, told her, she oh then.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, and then when they was at the ceremony, they was taking him, somewhere for press and everything, and she was mad. So what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just sit here and wait? I mean,
What?
She didn't say that, but she was like, I'm gonna be here by myself. I'm gonna say she had an attitude because they was taking him off to, deal with the press and whatever, and she didn't want to sit there. So that's why people felt that, she's gonna take him for everything he has. And now I think she's pregnant.
Now I gotta ask about this young man's mother, because
that's what I was saying. Where's his parents? I never hear anything
but
about
maybe
his parents.
his mother was very focused on his career and pushed him a little too much. And there's some psychological, like, that reminds me of what mom did for my career type thing. I don't know the situation.
I get what you're trying to link.
But a lot of times we tend to find people just like our dysfunctional parents. And if you're not healed, but that's going to hit him right in the
she damn sure it's not like Jaden Daniels' mama, because that shit wouldn't have happened. That shit would not have happened.
Came up missing. She would have came up missing that ball.
Where's my girl? Annabelle was in Washington.
We said Annabelle went through Washington. Yeah, she gone.
She gone.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
The curse of Annabelle.
Well, guys, this has been another crazy episode of Talking Shit. And please subscribe, notify, go to the shop, talkinshit.com for your merchandise.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell, yes.
Okay, Gene.
Oh, sorry.
You drew the line, and that's where you're going.
Yeah, ring the bell.
What? There's bells out there.
But thank you, guys. I'm Coleman Green.
Gene Norris.
And Chica.
Thank you, guys. See you again.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen.